Afternoon, everyone. I'm Devin Walsh. We are interrupting your program this afternoon for some breaking news. A high-rise rescue is underway in downtown Mobile. You are looking at a live picture now of the RSA Tower right there on Water Street. And if you look on the left of your screen, you are going to see a little small person that is going to be hopefully brought to safety by crews from Mobile Fire Rescue. We're being told that this person was a window washer who was washing the windows of the RSA Tower today. And about 45 minutes ago, something happened. Whether his platform would not raise him or something happened and he could not get back inside or up to the top of that building. So we've got rescue crews from Mobile Fire Rescue, their high-rise rescue team. You can see them there at the very top of that beige part of the building. So if you look closely, where the colors change on that building is where the man is who needs to be rescued. And then up above that, you can see very small figures, and those are members of Mobile Fire Rescue as they are trying to get this man to safety. Again, this happened at about 12:45 this afternoon. Mobile Fire Rescue is telling us that they have this situation under control. They believe they are going to be able to help this man. But just out of a precaution, they went ahead and closed off streets. Mobile Police is involved. They blocked traffic at North Royal Street and St. Francis Street while Mobile Fire Rescue responds to this area, just making sure everybody is safe below this building. Very scary situation. This is the tallest building in the state of Alabama. So when you get to the top of it, it is the equivalent of 41 stories high, almost 750 feet. So very, very scary for this window washer, we believe window washer, who is stuck at this hour. Now, we also have a crew on the way to report for us so what's happening below. But they are not quite there yet. They are on their way. And we're also going to be talking to Mobile Fire Rescue as well about how they are trying to get this man to safety and what they can do at this point. They're going to be lowering some ropes or wires to try to bring him to safety. All those things are coming into play right now. And they train for this high-rise rescue team. Okay, so we are looking now at a little bit closer view, a live picture from our WKRG crews. And let me see, as I look at this with you, this is our camera from News 5 photojournalist Arnell Hamilton. Indeed, this man is a window washer. You can see his buckets that are strapped onto his waist. He's got a helmet on, and he is horizontal there on the side of the building, but you can see he's not moving. So something happened with his rescue apparatus or his wires that are connecting him and pulling him up to the top of that building. So look how high it is. I mean, look how high it is. You can see the parking garage from the Battle House Hotel there on the left. And then you look at how high he is. That's about 40 stories up. But he does seem secure where he is, and you can see a drone here also helping to direct rescue crews. This is probably a drone from either Mobile Police or Mobile Fire Rescue, as they can get a better view of him as they try to figure out how to hook them on to either their own harnesses or fix the one that he is on. So certainly a scary situation for this man, who certainly has nerves of steel. If you could be a window washer, I mean, that's a very nerve-wracking job anyway, but to be stuck there, and you can see from this angle, here's the vantage point where you can see those firefighters. So they are conducting some type of rescue operation now. I saw one just kind of bend down and try to figure out the best way to get him off. Now, we can't see the other side of the building to see exactly if he's able to stand on a kind of ledge or whether he's just dangling there. It looked to me, okay, it looks like he is on some type of ledge or has his feet onto the window. But if you look at those windows on the right, they don't open. So that's why this is such a difficult operation, because it's not like you can just open the window and he can just pop on into the building. Our crews there are live on the scene. News 5 photojournalist Arnell Hamilton is there bringing us these pictures. as the rescue team comes up with a plan to make this as easy as possible. But this is very not something they see every day. They've been responding to house fires, but the teams from Mobile Fire Rescue are trained for these types of rescues as well. And so we'll have to see how they are going to be able to hoist this man to safety this afternoon. He's been in this position, so he has been kind of standing with his feet on the glass since 12:45. So quite a while now. And he called for help. The call went out on the fire scanner as someone who was hanging off the side of the RSA Tower. We had heard it was a window washer, and indeed it is. That's definitely a very risky job. An important job, too, to keep the windows in downtown Mobile looking clean, but certainly very risky for this individual, as he is hoping that crews will be able to save him, to get him off of there as quickly as they can. And I'm looking at a closer picture here as Arnell zooms in a little bit. You can see, let's see, he's hanging on. He's got his, there's another rope. So it looks like he has a line below him as well. So we are just getting a picture and watching this along with you to see if one of those lines was thrown down the side of the building from the fire rescue crews. Now there's another, you can see the firefighter there kind of scaling down from the top of the building. Perhaps they're testing the strength of those wires. You can see two wires above the fire rescue crews, and it looks like they've got probably an anchor, a good anchor above them. And I can see them sort of slowly making their way to the left. And it looks like he is possibly going to scale down that building if he can. Let's see as they are getting adjusted there. So you could see they have got a harness on. The firefighter is attached to a harness. Looks like they've got a couple of them there. The tricky part is just making sure those wires are anchored securely so they can not only support themselves, but support this window washer. So you're talking about double the weight once they get to him. I know a lot of people's hearts are racing as you look at something like this, such a dangerous rescue happening. Thank goodness the weather is cooperating. Although we do have a heat advisory, you can only imagine how hot it is for everybody out there, but at least it's not raining, it's not lightning. They have good visibility. The winds are down, so we've got low winds today, which certainly is in their favor as well. And he has several harnesses, so he looks pretty secure right there. It's just obviously his equipment is not allowing him to go up or down, so he is stuck in that spot. So he's roughly 600 feet in the air. So if you look at the height of this building from Water Street all the way to the top of the building, that's the equivalent of 41 stories. So he is probably, I would say, 35 stories high. 35 stories high above downtown Mobile, an area that is busy at this hour. It's bustling with people. This is an office building. You constantly have people coming and going. That's why Mobile Police went ahead and cleared the streets below this. So if you are heading downtown, just know you will not be able to be near St. Francis Street. That's where the perimeter is set up. Mobile Police just taking extra precautions. If you're just joining us, we are following this breaking news of a high-rise rescue in downtown Mobile. This is a wide picture as we look at just a few clouds in the sky, not a windy day, a heat advisory, but certainly favorable weather for fire crews. So that's the Battle House Hotel parking garage on your left, just to give you a vantage point. This is on the west side of the building, so away from Water Street. Beautiful building in downtown Mobile, the tallest building in the state of Alabama. Yeah, so we're talking about just to the very top of the crown of this building, 745 feet. So very, very high. So this man is probably at about the 670-foot mark. 670 feet dangling in the air. Here comes the firefighter. These brave rescuers are now scaling down the side of this building to get to the window washer. You're watching this live with us. These are trained high-rise rescue crews. It's a slow, methodical process. It's taken the rescuers about 30 minutes to rappel down the side of this building. That's exactly what they're doing. They trained for these rappelling incidents. And it looks like there's several ledges on these windows that could possibly be helpful to them. But this rescuer is making its way down, trying to figure out how he's going to bring the other man up with him. And he is using a rope, kind of a rappelling type rope, not a wire, but a rope that he's holding on to. But he is, you can see the harness all around the rescuer's waist and legs. I believe he's telling the window washer to move over a little bit. Oh goodness, don't look down. That's, my heart is racing watching this. Don't look down. That's very, very scary for this man who is doing his job, his very hard job on a Monday afternoon, washing windows in downtown Mobile. Very, very risky for these men and women who do this job. And now this Mobile Fire Rescue firefighter is just about to him, probably about 5-6 feet away. So that you can see there's another wire from the window washer all the way to the top of the building. And then he has got a wire below him. Okay. Taking his gloves off, it looks like, the window washer. I know you guys are watching this with me as we are covering this live. Certainly a dangerous situation happening in downtown Mobile at this moment. On your left, you can see our tower cam, the side of the RSA Tower. And then on the right, our camera from photojournalist Arnell Hamilton zoomed in as rescue crews are rappelling down the side, trying to get to him. And it looks like the window washer is now taken off his gloves. All right, getting closer, making the move now, getting closer to him. And he's sitting on, you can see the window washer now from the vantage point. He's actually sitting on that little platform where his buckets are attached. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, so you see the firefighter at the top directing him which wire to pull. Hold this one, he's saying. But you can see one of his wires looks a little loose, the one kind of in the middle. But they're very close together. Okay, now look at the top. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 rescuers who are all helping to make sure this is done safely. All of them using their know-how to direct the one firefighter who rappelled down the side. Okay, so it looks like he is adjusting his harness somehow so that he can. And so you got to remember, this has been going on for 45 minutes now. Now the firefighter just rappelled down the side probably less than 5 minutes ago, but they have been, okay, now you can see at a little different vantage point. You know his legs are aching at this point. The window washer's been kind of dangling there for the last 45 minutes or so. And so he is adjusting that harness, giving him another piece of the harness. This is one of those heart-pounding rescues. They train for things like this, but until this happens, you can only imagine what this is like for the rescue team, wanting to make sure that this man is safe. This man really takes his life in his hands every single day, but washing windows in downtown Mobile. Here you have a fire rescue person who is taking his life in his hands as well, trying to save him. And while it may seem to be taking a long time from our vantage point, everything's got to be done right. There's no room for error. This is probably 650 feet in the air on the side of the tallest building in Alabama. All of this has got to be done slowly and correctly so that they can help lift this man to safety. Still, that firefighter is kind of fumbling with his harness, making sure it's secure as he hopefully is getting ready to start heading vertically, heading up. Thank you for staying with us here on WKRG as we're covering this breaking news in downtown Mobile, this high-rise rescue, Mobile Fire Rescue, on the side of a building rescuing this window washer who has been stuck since about 12:45, so almost an hour now as the clock ticks. This man signaling that he needed help. The call went out on the scanner. Mobile Fire Rescue responded within minutes with their high-rise rescue team. Okay, so they are getting ready to make a move here. Mobile Fire Rescue also has a drone that is flying, can help add kind of a close-up view to help as well. So once again, if you're just joining us, you're looking at a window washer on the left side of your screen with an orange helmet sitting on a platform with his buckets attached. The firefighter from Mobile Fire Rescue is adjusting that orange rope to try to attach it to this man so that they can pull both of them up. There we go. So attaching this harness. Very difficult. There's not really a platform to stand on. Those ledges are quite small. Now they're attaching this harness as all of our hearts are beating very fast as we watch this heart-pounding rescue happening. They've made contact. They've attached their harness to the man, and it looks like they are about to start lifting. Very good. They have a strong harness on him now. They just need to tighten it up. Because if this man was stuck because his wires didn't work or his ropes didn't work, somehow he would have to disconnect himself from the ones he was on. All right, here they go. Slowly but surely. Okay, the firefighter is trying to cross over those orange ropes. Takes incredible strength and agility for that firefighter to do this. Okay, so now the firefighter is straddling the orange rope, which is also attached to this man. And in just a moment, they are going to be hoisted, as they are right now. They've got to take their time for this. There is zero room for error. Extremely risky rescue operation happening on the side of the RSA Tower in downtown Mobile. Very close to its conclusion. So you can see several firefighters at the top as they're taking their time, directing the firefighter below as to what to do. Both men now, the window washer and the firefighter, are straddling that orange rope. There they go. They are being hoisted up. They are so close to that balcony there at the RSA Tower. They're just barely walking their way up. There they go, one slow step at a time. Almost there, making so much progress. I know your heart is beating in your throat as it is mine. My heart is pounding. They are almost there. They have almost brought this man to safety. And you got to realize it is so hot up there. I mean, the heat index today is over 100. There they go. He made it. A little bit farther. There you go. Look at his legs. Push him over. Yes. Buckets over the railing. They did it. They did it. The window washer is safe. It took about an hour to make this happen. But kudos to the team there at Mobile Fire Rescue as they were able to rescue this man. Look at that. At the foot of Royal Street, all the way up. We're talking about 650 feet at least. Royal Street was closed to traffic. There's News 5's Asher Red as he has been watching this happen in real time. And you can see all the rescuers at the top. So there were two teams happening here, two teams that took part in this. The team right above the firefighter and then the other team as they were the ones bringing that rope up. A huge sigh of relief as this was a successful rescue operation, high-rise rescue operation, something that these rescuers trained for. They never know if this is going to happen, but it can happen. And it did happen today for this one man. You know he is so grateful for these rescue crews. If you are just joining us, we have been watching a heroic rescue operation just happen in downtown Mobile. These are the endings we like to see. The high-rise rescue team bringing window washer up to safety. And this began almost an hour ago, so this wasn't something they could quickly do. This has taken over an hour to get this man to safety. And look how many fire crews are at the very top. The guys at the top were the ones who were responsible for pulling up that orange rope. And they are all very relieved to have this outcome. Now they'll kind of break down all the wires. The man probably wants to walk down to the street to get down from that building. So, all right, the window washer has cleared the balcony. He is now inside. He is safe. And we are very relieved here at WKRG for that ending, as many of you are as well. It has been a nerve-wracking 45 minutes watching this happen. Now it's just the cleanup as they will bring those wires down and try to figure out exactly what happened with his equipment, how it malfunctioned. We want to thank all of you for joining us this afternoon. And what an afternoon. We're going to send you back to your regularly scheduled program now. And thanks again for watching. I'm Devin Walsh, and we'll see you back here for WKRG News 5 at 4 o'clock.